Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the AEW Dark review for the 20th of October 2020. The longest Dark show yet, running at over 2 hours this week. 16 matches. I love AEW, and I figured out that it's because they haven't burned all their bridges with me. I figured out that it's because I enjoy a lot of what they do more than half of what they do, but there are things like running a 16 match YouTube show that make me scratch my head. Anyway, Excalibur and Taz are on commentary. Ricky Starks is here in the middle. Shawn Spears with Tully Blanchard defeat Christopher Daniels. Spears and Daniels have been going at it for a while now. And Scorpio Sky's been in on that as well. Match is a little short, although good while it lasts. Spears, it does a lot of heel taunting. Daniels hits a suplex and dives to the outside. Spears sends Daniels into the barricade. Hits a neckbreaker on the floor that looks kind of painful. Spears pulls down his knee pad. Misses a knee drop. Daniels fires back with a strike. And then whips things into the turnbuckle. He fights out and hits the C4. And a complete shot. And then an STO followed by near fall. Daniels hits a diving crossbody for a near fall. He calls for his angel wing finish. Spears fights out of that. Attempts the C4 again. Daniels countered into another cradle for near fall. Daniels attempts a slingshot. And Spears catches him in the air. Hits the C4 for the win. Not a bad match. And, to be honest, this is one of the better matches Spears has had in AEW, and I think a lot of that goes to Daniels. I'd love to see them give Daniels maybe a TNT title run before he retires, some sort of make good that he's been useful to the promotion. Post-match, Spears hits a second C4, and Sky runs in to save his partner from getting hit with the loaded glove. Blanchard convinced Spears to back off, and then we go to Brandy Rhodes with Dustin versus Killian King. Not a fan. Brandy being on Dark every week is unnecessary. I don't see her improving in the ring. I don't see them moving her story forward. I see them talking about the Anna Jay thing, but I don't imagine anyone at home really caring about that. Let's see. So Alex Reynolds comes out. John Silver comes out. Reynolds admonishes Silver. They return backstage. Brandy hits a sharp Randy pump kick for a win. Ricky Starks defeats David Ali. Starks acts like he's better than Ali, which he is, because, well, Ali's an enhancement talent. Ali hits forearms and stuff out of the gate. Gets hit with a tilt-a-whirl powerbomb and some strong strikes. Ali hits a comeback with a springboard dropkick. Starks knocks him off the top rope in another attempt. Hits a Rochambeau for the win, does Starks. Starks joins commentary. And again, please put Starks on Dynamite. Take Excalibur away. If you want to give Excalibur a camera operator job, let him sell popcorn. Let him park cars. Let him be a backstage interviewer. Let him do anything but be a lead guy on the Dynamite show. Anyway, I'm not a fan of this particular match because why is Starks, who's going to have a pay-per-view match, or at least we think, with Darby Allin somewhere down the road, or more matches with Darby and other talented guys, going back and forth with an enhancement talent on a regular basis doesn't make sense. Also, not making sense, the following match, Scorpio Sky defeating Fuego del Sol. Again, Sky, a former tag team champion, Sky, a guy who's had really good matches, goes back and forth in a way that it shouldn't. This is not an indie at a VFW hall where everybody needs to get their stuff in. This is a television program for a national promotion where sometimes wins in 30 seconds to 90 seconds would be a good idea. They do some lucha at the start, and Del Sol gets caught in the ropes. He does end up recovering. Sky holds the advantage for the majority of the match. Del Sol hits a pop-up dropkick, which is not a good idea for a guy who's supposed to be an enhancement, and he hits a Fazbear flop again. Not enhancement level work. Sky hits a Scorpion Deathlock for the submission victory. Spears music hits. Sky readies for a fight, but Spears never appears. Luchasaurus defeats Aaron Solo. Again, Luchasaurus is a really good talent. They could have fun with the gimmick, but he should not be having even remotely competitive matches with enhancement talent on a show like this. Solo hits a Rana and a swinging DDT on the floor. Luchasaurus eventually overtakes him with a lariat, the tail whip, and a chokeslam, and a standing moonsault. And Luchasaurus gets the win. Now, why does he need like 5 moves to beat an enhancement talent? Butcher and the Blade defeat Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison. This also makes me sad in the sense that, like, Griff Garrison and Brian Pillman Jr. have what it takes to be a really good tag team, especially watching Dynamite tonight. I think they overhype their tag team division way too much. There's like 3, maybe 4 decent teams, and then there's a bunch of enhancement talent people or people that are overpushed. Not a fan. So Eddie Kingston joins Butcher and Blade for their entrance. Blade follows Garrison. Both tag-in partners. Butcher hits a crossbody on Pillman, and he and Blade then took turns beating down Pillman. Butcher whips Pillman in the corner. Pillman turns around, hits a crossbody, reaches Garrison for the hot tag. To me, Pillman should be the one coming in on the hot tag. Flip this around. Garrison goes wild, and I will say Garrison has amazing fire. Double team by Butcher and Blade. They hit a powerbomb neckbreaker combo for the win. This makes sense. But again, I'm not a fan of Pillman and Garrison losing, especially when you gave them a win a couple weeks ago. You could have built momentum. You could have built them to be a team that's ready for Dynamite in 3 months. Instead, they're losing on Dark again. Penta against QT Marshall with Dustin Rhodes. Not a fan. Penta does the glove toss in the beginning. Marshall hits running offense. Penta lays Marshall out with a kick. Marshall hits a head scissors. Gets kicked when he goes for a dive. Penta nails a chop. Marshall rolls out of the way. Double foot stomp and a diving uppercut. And they go to the top rope. Penta hits a diving stomp. And Marshall escapes a package pile driver. Why is he escaping a finish of a main guy? Handspring Enziguri. Penta hits a sling braid for a near fall. Eddie Kingston's back out to watch this. And Marshall fights out. And then they both hit pump kicks. Kingston pulls out a microphone. This distracts Marshall, bringing out Allie, otherwise known as the Bunny. Penta takes advantage with a diving crossbody. Marshall counters into a series of cradles. Penta hits a pump handle leg drop and then a slam for a near fall. Marshall hits a Michinoku driver before Penta hits a cutter, and Then Penta hits the package pile driver for the win. Penta's going to be on national television in less than 24 hours. Why is he fighting a competitive match with enhancement talent 24 hours earlier? Stupid. Anyway, Jungle Boy with Luchasaurus defeats KGB. I like this KGB guy. I'd like to see more of him. However, this is not the right match. Marco Stunt did not join Jurassic Express. Perhaps he's in Disney World learning to ride the teacups. KGB, I've seen before. He does have a good power gimmick. He competes for GCW among other independents. I think I've seen him on a few Beyond shows, maybe an Evolve show or two over the years. Jungle Boy hits a shotgun dropkick early, hits a Rana, and KGB knocks him off the top rope. Hits a bunch of power moves. KGB hits a fireman scary slam, followed by an inverted atomic drop. Jungle Boy fights out of the power bomb and lays strikes, concluding with a rebound lariat. KGB goes to the outside. He's met with a dive from Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy hits a springboard DDT for the near fall. Jungle Boy attempts another springboard. KGB catches him with the iconoclasm into a knee for another near fall. KGB misses a moonsault, and Jungle Boy hits a back elbow and a diving knee for the win. Too competitive for a guy who's going to be, again, on national television 24 hours later in a first round match for the, chance to fight the champion at some point very soon. Anyway, Ivelisse and Diamante defeats Kenzie Page and Skylar Moore. Proof that the women's division is not ready to be featured as it is. Ivelisse and Diamante attack at the bell. Diamante hits a deadlift suplex on Moore, and they almost botched that, and she almost landed on her head. Ivelisse and Diamante are making frequent tags. Moore and Diamante hit double clotheslines on each other. Double hot tags. Page goes nuts, hits clotheslines. Diamante breaks up a pin attempt. They hit a backdrop driver, meaning Diamante and Ivelisse. And then a Cazadora stunner. And a quick victory. Completely needless match, as is the next match here. Colt Cabana, who again is going to be on national TV. Notice the trend here, defeats Bishop King. No Dark Order out with Cabana. Silver and Reynolds do come out as backup. This leads to a distraction for Cabana. And Cabana beats King with elbows and some holds. King sends Cabana to the mat. Cabana gets the knees up and follows up with the Superman pin for a 3 count. A match that didn't need to happen. Allen 5 Angels defeating Adam Priest, Silver Reynolds, Anna Jay, and Preston Vance all join Angels during his entrance. Angels dominates most of the match, hits a springboard and moonsault, and also does a lot of ground and pound. Priest hits some lariats and a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Angels hits a kick and a twisting fisherman buster for his wing snapper for a quick and decisive victory. This is the way you put someone over. I just don't know why they're doing it for him specifically. Frankie Kazarian defeats Jack Evans with Angelico. Jack Evans might have been relevant 5 years ago, maybe even 10. I don't know that he's relevant now. Kazarian cuts a decent promo. He says that Evans is overlooked and underrated. That's cool. Kazarian knows how that feels, and it bothers him because he works too hard to get there to be at the top of the industry. He says he's going after gold after beating Evans, all of it. Good chain wrestling throughout. And then we see arm drags. Angelico hits a right hand with the distracted referee, and Evans takes advantage with a spinning kick to gain the heat. Evans continues to beat down Kazarian. I think they've wrestled before. on Dark. I'd have to go back and double check that, but I'm pretty sure this isn't the first. Or no, you know what? It was Angelico and Kazarian I'm thinking of a few weeks back. Anyway, Angelico gets involved again. Kazarian with a bunch of cradles, and Kazarian hits a lariat and a springboard leg drop for near fall, and Angelico distracts Kazarian for what amounts to the third time. Evans hits a standing twisting moonsault and a handspring elbow. Kazarian catches a second moonsault and hits a reverse DDT for the win. Hybrid 2 attacks Kazarian after the bell. Daniels runs out and makes the save. I guess this means a tag match between the former tag champs and an enhancement level tag team. Dark Order, Alex 3 Reynolds, John 4 Silver, Preston 10 Vance defeat Louisville, Baron Black, and D3. Match does not need to happen, it's just there to fill time. Jay and Angels are out with the Dark Order combatants. Reynolds and Silver are no longer wearing masks. Vance wrestles with a mask. Vile makes his debut. And then everybody tags in on everybody else. Vance, who gets his team the advantage because of his size. Then Vile attempts to come back after hot tag. Dark Order dispatches him. Dark Order catches and hits the assisted double team Iconoclasm for a win. Wardlow defeats Vinny Pacifico. Pacifico tries to drop kick at the bell. Wardlow basically no souls, hits a gut wrench power bomb, hits a rope hanging knee for a knockout victory. He continues the attack post match and hits an F5. This is the way you put over a guy who's going to be on national TV in 24 hours. Eddie Kingston, Lucha Brothers, and Butcher and Blade cut a promo backstage. They're joined by Allie, who's back to being the bunny. She has rejoined the family. Let's see. They perform technical wrestling. This is Matt Sydal and Sean Dean, rather. Technical wrestling to start. Sydal hits a jumping back kick, and he goes after the knee of Dean. Twisting moonsault and lifting rainbuster for near falls. Dean fights back. Sydal nails a sunset flip and turns it into a submission. Dean hits a rolling drop kick, followed by a tiger driver and a back suplex. Sydal hits a rising knee, applies a cobra clutch. Dean tries to fight out, does so. Sydal hits a high kick and reapplies the cobra clutch for the win. Y is a former WWE guy. Y is a former Japan standout and ROH guy, having so much trouble with an enhancement talent who has a losing record. Anyway, Rey Fenix, Sonny Kiss with Joey Janela. Now keep in mind, why is Joey Janela, why is Sonny Kiss in a main event? B, why went with the benefit of forward sight. Joey Janela was supposed to be on Dynamite tonight. He's not because he was exposed to COVID-19, which, as much as I don't care for Joey Janela, hope he gets well if he does get the virus. Nothing personal, I just don't see talent in you, but I wish you well as a human being. Anyway, Rey Fenix defeats Sonny Kiss. Kiss hits a Rana early, misses a dropkick, and Phoenix takes advantage. Dropkick of his own. Phoenix continues an attack on the arm of Kiss. Phoenix misses a clothesline, and Phoenix reapplies a submission hold, stays on the arm of Kiss almost the entire match. Kiss goes for a diving leg drop. Phoenix pulls him down and hits a strong thrust kick to the head. Kiss hits a spinning elbow and an enziguri, followed by his cartwheel kick and the X's and O's split drop. For near fall, Kiss misses a tackle. Phoenix hits a cradle. Phoenix hits a pump kick and a flatliner. And Phoenix hits a rising uppercut and a black Fire Driver for 3. Long show, 2 hours. I mean, I skipped the intros and maybe cut 15 minutes off this, but good gosh, they need to tighten this up. Anyway, we'll be back with more right after this.